My name is Jac Vanek. I'm a clothing and accessory designer, and I think I'm most well known for these rubber bracelets. This is one I did with collaboration with Invisible Children. It says for the kids. Do you have one on?
No.
Of course not. Yeah, I started about 2 years ago, and I started with the bracelets, and I have expanded to t-shirts, necklaces, and rings now. So just going along with the flow.
And you're a designer, so have you designed for any particular artist that we might know?
I've done collaborations with a number of different bands. I've done collaborations with the lead singer of All Time Low, the lead singer of The Cab, a band called The Somerset, Cobra Starship, and I did a bracelet with Miley Cyrus and Mandy Giroux, and then I think that's it.
Do you see any trends? What are the current trends in fashion that we should be focusing on moving into the change in season?
Something that we're pretty obsessed with as of late are wedges. Jeffrey Campbell makes the best wedges in the entire world. So we've been wearing wedges. I have like a weird poncho on right now.
Chunky
sweaters. Riding pants, and yeah, I think that's it. Combat boots.
What are some of what influences you when you're thinking of designs and thinking of ideas? What are some of the things that you look to for influence or inspiration?
I kind of take inspiration from everywhere. It's weird because, like we were talking earlier, I'm really involved with like the music scene, which is strange usually for like a fashion line to be that immersed in that. So I take inspiration from everywhere. I am a big book nerd, so I get a lot of inspiration from like literature, movies, TV shows, pop culture in general. So I kind of like take from everywhere, and I think it makes my line pretty relatable to people. So
how long have you been immersed in designing and clothing and music and merging this all together?
Like I started really getting into music when I was like 15. And I've always kind of altered and reconstructed all of my clothing ever since I could sew when I was younger. So I've kind of always, had it in my life. But just a couple years ago is kind of when I fused everything together and decided that it was something that I could really do with my life. So
how would you describe your own personal style?
My own style.
What does your mom call it?
What is it? Homeless chic?
Homeless
chic. I'm like a big fan of anything in the 90s, so like Kurt Cobain is like love of my life. So I dress, like a grungy kid from the 90s, and my mom hates it. But yeah, I like vintage stuff, plaid, leather, all that kind of stuff.
Who are your top 5 favorite fashion icons?
This is Kurt Cobain.
All boys?
It's all guys.
Jared Leto.
Ew, what would not dress like him?
Oh yeah,
I just love him. Oh god, Kurt Cobain. I can't even think of anybody right now. Just like anybody from the 90s. I love My So-Called Life. So Angela Chase, the lead character in it, Claire Danes, when she just would wear like floral dresses, plaid, like chunky, like flannels, and stupid leggings and boots. That's how I end up dressing. So.
Right. So what's your next adventure in your world?
Well, CMJ is a big week for us, so this is really awesome to be here. And then the next big thing coming up is we're doing the Soundwave Festival in Australia in February. So it's cool to reach out and do international stuff. I'm so stoked. I've never been there before. So.
Do you have any tips for new and upcoming designers who are looking to get into this business? What advice would you give them?
Honestly, if like anybody, because this is the simplest idea in the entire world, and I came up with it and ran with it, and it has exploded. We see them on everywhere. Like we'll see random kids walking on the street with bracelets. She saw a group of
I
kids.
just got into New York and I was walking down the street and like a group of like 5 guys were all wearing them. I'm like, it's cool to see them like just randomly. Like I was in my hometown and I saw a bunch of people wearing them. It's really cool how it spread.
So honestly, if
Go with it.
Go with
Can't
it.
Stop.
Yeah. Like the worst thing in the world to do is just not go along with an idea. So.